That is highly unusual of me, but circumstances leave me with no choice than to proceed this way, to bring much needed clarity to matters before me. And what? Secondly, let me again issue disclaimer tonight and apologize to anyone who may be offended by this information I'm about to put tonight. Please pardon me or pardon the platform today. Yeah, Baba ya DB. Anything I may issue disclaimer. 1, 2. And you may be PPO, a biomana and yode. Anything I may issue, sir, apologies, me patrol, fatcha me name, why? Fatcha me, said ya beko biano, be bre enyamode. But then, Kwaku, mini option be also say, we have to do it this way. Na yemfa enkoyenim. Great. Now, as of last week, Wednesday, ubi a share show no. What he said? Ya best state wa ha say. Nipa boniphobia ono ye na dwen say oba be threaten. Why? Because the front line be expose kese next year. Not even now. Because they say year we aso. Enti why? Sa threat no ho nsem e na me ba be bie so akiro. But tonight, the self-styled so-called man of God, Owusu Bempah, I know you are watching. Watch me very well. To get together with your Alsatian dogs, your animal dogs, tell them to watch me and listen carefully. Because, trust me, if you may blast me fly now, the number of calls, I'm tired. Impedimphobia na deal with manye. So munya pa, which of course they are also watching. Munya Kwaku chai. But I told him, said no. Events and montage, that. So there's nothing I can do, and I have to do it and wash my hands. Nemi do ya. Reverend, the self-styled fake Owusu Bempah, I dare you, let your Alsatian dogs come back. Woman made the day. My employee woman. Dear, Semiria Anadria. Reverend fake Owusu Bempah. Bra Maumantiano, on that screen is on Maumantiano Marabonte and some made the day. I'm telling you, I give my mom the events and the passage. Hey, who wait to me after one more London, one more Germany, one more Hifa, all of them, let them come. Obia made it. Mume didi kwekwana because when him, my culture may attempt the day, may I must and take one thing off my skin. But Momume ye jumano, no muntra mishiemu, te kasana make no tree kasano. Momuntra mishiemu, no mummy din soon quachiri, even though mudi matem, but and also boama midia quachiri. And if you ochineko, kosi wiki area. I dare you, let your Alsatian dogs come. Open your software, or Ghana. Say, unyo binya someone. Instant say, who be baby dressing pieso. Now what tell me, my dear, no? A man who claims so we yanku ponipa. Rather, will prefer say, Obama, not sorry ma, in the name of the God he worshipped, to come and rant and insult nipa anyhow we omope no mu ya no mo dwane akotenechi na kwesiada na sa fake man of God we na wa fa bible na ekura na we ko gina asol dan enim na we preach amadom ni na sa na we ya woni awo sa na onyankopon ka chewo why you hu se we ogwama but we dark we in so called what on your friend events and nations prophets na no we pateku. Folks, many time, listeners and viewers will recall that last week we released information about a man who identified himself as Foster. He threatened the front line, accusing us of speaking ill about his so-called man of God, and warned that if we ever did so again, we would be what? Dealt with, even threatened the very night of our broadcast. Samoba Kaya. Tuesday na assembly see Wednesday na bebe be assembly so na ore ni e ka say okeka ni seminar enti me ba Wednesday enemy state say abrante na bonipa miensa din mienu ya asofo Baku a politician, and of course, I know, sir, these are the people. Then I stated many times, and remember parts of what program I made last week, remember parts. But everybody know that we stated, said, Sandy pay me and saying, you name why and or share sadity beside, we move your son frame, and I miss Minya in Yinasobi says it. So I use the word, say, we are being cautioned not to blame any of them. However, now me twice to say, ade we be sipen Kwaku me hu bi pen me hu ye kra no me hu mienu that a man of God be one to share me so during the time and me radio so me hu bi pen. The second time the same man of God as I be to share me so and so na me television station be, and tonight we be hu ni now. So I'm being careful this time. But folks, guess what happened? Any other Wednesday show you see her any a call baby. Indeed, everything is now much clearer to me, and also everything makes sense to me now. Folks, I recall stating categorically on Wednesday that I know 3 individuals by name Bempah. However, I could not assign blame to any of them because none had contacted me on this matter. Nor could I confirm that any of them were behind the moves. But guess what happened? To make I say, minimum bia say, we initiate and now we initiate. So folks, then I'm here. Now me come and utum, now me state and me call. But shadi see. After my show, the next Thursday, I received a call from a brother who is also a radio presenter, and I want to keep his name for now. This gentleman called me and delivered a message from the South Star Reverend Owusu Bempah, the General Overseer of Glorious Power Ministry International, stating that he knew nothing whatsoever about the attacks. Hey, how? Yawada, eneminya meteho, and a call by Ore your frame or a radio presenter or frames the Kwaku. On Krebe Dimo, and I'm saying, Nkraben or so. Reverend Owusu Bempah, who is a fake until today, until Thursday, Friday, busy weekend. But you know what? They be as some make a bin to myself. Say some men of God, me the master about so. There are 2 things here. Any baby come was some answer we fake with me. There are 2 things I have to do. 1, I need to experience you. Or I have to investigate you and send a magia to say any pay free nyame. Any papa can was some saying me no any problem. No, me ni pass some into Musa and say me experience so. Eranum. And to me yeah show no Wednesday we yawada and a brandy friend say Isaac Owusu Bempah friend catch and say on can't me say say ni panwa or better team no ono onim nipe biasa nam say how by the way ya ka chene so no e no show bi eti ana 2 adan no no wo me number no no anka send to me frame me enka sa asem ne no this asem we be ma ne o say ne minim folks ni e just see ho folks, having listened to the message and believing it to be true, what happened next would shock you. Hey, a brow can't ask me, chair me, me G2, me say, okay, and a crack, you be fun as the working be an yate. Folks, some G2 said the all canon, and a crack, and a crano. On Saturday, December 6th evening, then a friend sent me a link and said, Kwaku, watch this. Only for me to open it and find a group of rented dogs behaving indeed like truly animals, purely like goats, sheep, cows, all manner of creatures hurling insults at me for reasons I know nothing about. How? Saturday, me wa ne say, me nwe bi so send me link say Kwaku jenahwe. Na hwe wi a frame me share link no be a link no say me hwe. Ghanaians, guess what I saw? I saw a brand here no wo OKFM. I see a friend Kwame Amo, another lunatic, a destitute rascal fool One on any mrantia be gua. 1 minute, wait, Bempah fun we anymore, Owusu, so what down. Oko, despite OKFM, I do tell her what ya and say, oh, news, news. When this self-styled rogue, a crook, useless it. One on the domo at ho na Kwaku omu dimatem. Menya omoshe. Omu dimatem just like that. Nam say na some way every him fa me na ya be threaten me na me yam investigation no. And na chese mo na mo share tire na sa threaten ba ya na asesen. Wo mo nko community a me ma be ka say and friend is Reverend Owusu Bempah Abba radio station be threaten you say whatever it is in Tino. Not just a media no remind no say Jama me penny boni bi. By the way, Bob Marley cannot send me. Otone no miss out. Or say who the cap fits, let him wear it. Hibo within. Se wumpo and a uba hot FM. Bidi sound some funny years ago. Me more with you. But me decide some no ekasem for a purpose of what? Emphasis, and emphasis is mine. What the hell? What the heck? Obama, this your Alsatian dogs, Alsatian animals. Owusu Bempah say, woman telling me generous simpies who made it make one another for want of what? Folks, in the link, I identify one good for nothing rogue, a scavenger, and a despicable lunatic who calls himself Kwame Amo, a disgraceful character sitting on a reputable broadcasting platform, spewing nothing but garbage, senseless content, and consistently displaying village and cottage manners, as though he was never properly cultured from his hometown. Now we shall branti we kasa. The shading na mesi no enya ne fault a ekurasi no free buy no kurasi ni mutu wa betina kurukesem but on here na adwen so obepo no ho kakra. Let me jaw masem to ho. Folks, as if that was not enough, I later sent a message directly in the afternoon, me general clinic. So guess what I did? I sent a direct message to the self-styled Owusu Bempah himself, warning him to call his rented dogs and unruly animals to order and keep them from attacking me. And folks, guess what happened next? And I'm sending a link, na me ye message de kan ho say Owusu Bempah je na se wo was no obi say obi meka nkyere me say ade na me be kan ho asem ewo Wednesday no unim ho hwe a ena na die nti ena wo mrante no ekokotena wo mo social media so wo didi matem how emu nyansa be na wo sa ade mu wo na wo ye peni wo na wo mo kwan so mo nkotena ho endidi matem. By the way, any partner who friend is on back some crying chairman. Says any person who you free man who access to me number. Why didn't you call me direct? Reason bang, but I even a woman went to your friend direct. Now there are some come and you before. But any point harding, where then comes from this Omranti or my trans social media so we did matter. And I'm this when you're Venezuela. Me de message no command. And I'm de link no one Mranti no. And more for no, me did link no command say Jenashwe. And folks, guess what happened next? The self-styled Owusu Bempah now plays a call through same brother, saying he want to speak with me. And folks, your guess is as good as mine. Me de command no, me fan say bad 10 minutes, if not more. And our brand tianwa. This self fake Owusu Bempah. Every message command so on from Bremen. A branch and a frame will phone so. Say Owusu Bempah line so. No person make us and I say how. My message amano. And I'm dealing amano. And I won't our frame so me dealing can be a mother. Munche meet me baby you. Shadia will run 10 a year. And to on your day on fa no name ranting and kokasa. Because kwasia some Becky Kano, none of them represent me Kwaku. I'm a decent person, eh? But Waba line so like seriously okay Omrani and Kasa. Guys, he only came on the line, and folks, he came and lied, blatantly lying, denying knowing anything about what is going on. But trust me, folks, I exposed Owusu Bempah so much to the bed to say, I exposed his deceptions, his crooked schemes, and his what? Usual tricks, lies of what? Fishing for information. So he can what? Later package it as a what? A prophecy. And the moment I started revealing those truths, the self-styled Owusu Bempah, the so-called man of God, folks, resorted as usual, hurling insult at me. Folks, utterly disgraceful, and there can never be anything more than this. Ebra afi abrante ni be line na yemi and say ba line so no. Afi Owusu Bempah si somewhere. All be hye ne kasa na se no, twi kasa o kan ni say me e badum mani a ni mintie de wo kan. Na by the way me no want to kwa. Na che say won we mini de da say ntukwa bi na won me ba e na won me be. By the way, how dey na won frame me direct. For the second time, wako fro bi aba case ni mo. Why? What's your motive? Say me e badum ba mintie. Now folks, what share ne kasa na se no, ono na sem ne say mintie na ma me nkasa. Na mitie no ma ni di na he me do nyame obo so ne asase say yesi asofo bi o mem ha. Honhom boni ye entro honhom akohwisam ene nabrabasam ese omumu a. I now can attest based on my experience say the self-styled Owusu Bempah we a crook and we a fake. Me na make a try. I know you are watching. We a fake. We nyeni pasa. Why you so ogwan events a high bofo and I do ogwan woman either hata also but we a pateku. Would the me say would the atronoma Miami who say yes atrono na Bempah odie no. Now folks, I'll tell you what, tonight I was so shocked say odi atrono to a point wo home. Na feed your obeya ne say so eden or de kasa ne si ho. Na meba nsem we see no so. But tonight the front line finally ready to release the audio of the rogue who called the platform last week Tuesday and launched an attack on the host for you to listen. Meba nkomo no a esi no so, but for the purpose of something ono ne animal na te fence okay FM no esi FM no Kwame Amono ombeka word bia obeka tabloid mpontimi more tabloid no this fool this lunatic tabloid word mpo wuntimi more. So I started interrogating myself. School ben abranti wo koye so munsua de o munya obi reputable media house munko educate Ghana for you prefer rather some obeko na makoye den mako say mama niama itantanta nti Ghana na obi ensua hwe enye meme ha you destitute folks. On Tuesday nipa ye obetretin yen me yes audio yi na ncheye mo for now but ono sa Alsatian dog Kwame Amobetra ne links no or say ye kra ye ni audio bia and that what ye na jam ye pesi e cookie bibi folks enyo mo no be push here but you will know ye nim say e dey tape no say be release e dey amagana for momentie. However say we are doing some investigation here ye drum pempen so folks. For the purpose of clarity, ti audio no ora no frame ya wono beka say ya boni nyankopon nipa o say ne nyame ne God whatever ya boni din wa hanti on tiase ne yesa bobiom a won ba be shi station so ba be de no ti san komo na course between me and me no when he placed a call to me. Take a listen.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. Who is this? Who is this? I will ask a question. Who are you?
We did the Foster.
We did the name?
Foster.
Foster, what can I do for you?
Now, what do you know?
What do you want?
Well, also, now me pass for WhatsApp, so now I'm being on WhatsApp. Some questions now would be that. I have the part of kind of WhatsApp. Well, we are matter of beatings. Condemn here or beatings, you know. Who say, for example, also would you quite a Sakula, would you have beatings our pets, you know? I don't say, as we beat his neighbor, who is reading more, several better news.
Casamity.
So, what's a neighbor? We have Bempah bar, with the Annan that's cooking.
Meko come why what's the why?
So, what we have Bempah, and any time, yeah, online, now a gentleman. Now, Foster. Foster.
Mama, no one had it. To watch it. What's my idea? It's you. Relax it. You're doing in a team. So, Bannon to qua, name my son to Queen's Yao. Who do me? Foster. Hello, Foster. I thought so big line. Baby, who see me? The overcame may be anywhere. Make it be to me, but me fit you. Sami Kwaku would raise you are. Wow, friend, I felt so team. By the way,
if it will make nothing to you or not.
No, maybe so.
You're joking.
Maybe. Now one can say Nipana Ubuni. Nipana Ubuni. CMO, Nipana Ubuni Dino. Nipana Ubuni Dino. What's the same Maboni Diana? Don't be stupid and don't be animal. We are quite sleepy. I feel my memory also. What would or tell them to sleep your house? Was your Jimmy for fool animal? Young baby, or tell them to sleep your house.
Afi that lunatic Kwame Amo, one who self-styled and more for a nine. You wash your face upwards. Now you've heard audio. Remember what? Animal. You were sitting on that lane and you guys were displaying stupid animalistic tendencies and more for unim yansa. Wo style of journalism. Enemy, what bodam. I can say to Usivi, Kofa Usivi, bra. Me book within crown and my bono crown and my enrich Usivi. After some ranting on Mokana, we show minima when look at their faces as dark as coming from the cemetery, trying to visit humanity on the planet Earth. Animals. Some ranting me and the minimum to Mokado hear me. I need them to come every day. Finally, this platform wants the rented dogs of the self-styled Owusu Bempah to get their facts right. But before that, folks, it really beats my conscience to come to terms with this situation that a whole man of God could stand in the church, could stand before men of Annan, and yet could be bold enough to raise human animals to go out there and attack people, insult them on his behalf, and still could what? Prophesy to Ghanaians that God has what? Spoken to him. When Yankupon nipa o Bible na catch or say seek peace among all. Or see any hunya den entina sumdwimo yentina ni jem. Eno na Isaac Owusu Bempah wuye. Say wo obi when you obi nya asem a wo dia wonima ne say osofu pani a we gaining notoriety e wo mani mu wotimi mpo ben politicians impeding for dia wo betimi aye e be hye wonum nyam ene wa sori say wo frɛ edom bi say monko didi say nipa natem in your name say nipa na omudidi atem no obi amfa omunya hwe. But the point is yembisa say what credibility ben na wo building. Tonight I want to lay down 6 fundamental questions. Now and a Kwame Amo anima me pesa ono don mutie including on Bempah himself because mu beki kan kwasi asemi wo ho none of them could make sense to anybody. Tia me mamo 6 questions. Now Owusu Bempah Momo answer 6 fundamental questions for the dogs of this self-styled fake man of God, Isaac Owusu Bempah, to go and ask their own boss and bring the answers before I descend heavily on them another time. Wait them they proper claim. Number 1, I want these attacking dogs to find out from their self-styled man of God, Owusu Bempah, how many times he invited me to his house and for what purpose? Boss. Sir, how many times and what fat telephone from the Kwaku brefie meye ninkomo na edodo was saying afi na botaye wom ne den muntie question me kind of brof na ma catch because mo bon you destitute animals mon take asa twi ni mpo mo kan na mo dan Kobisano, how many times I dare him? How I have my information, everything. Bempah, I have everything. Me say, catch you. How many times now friend me ba ofio? Ne buy me buy so me be here den. Obuni ni die nam de ma. Number 2. Can I wake up and embark on a trip or a journey to a man of God like Owusu Bempah's house? Because my sorry me timi fie me ni hweye. Ne me tuka. Say me ko Isaac Owusu Bempah fie. Say me ko akotan keke just like that. I mean, eno ni nyansa no ewom ne de hene. I'm a host of this show. I'm a CEO of a reputable company, a private investigative firm. Mini adagio. Ne me tuka. Say me ko jina Owusu Bempah fie from wherever that I live all the way to Ajingano. Mini dwuma bi die. Kwame amo dedentini Jimmy. What didn't ya dwuma kwana ko bisa wo boss no. Me one post wo boss yes sir asofidie dia obi atumi twa kala bo ne kon mu. Mwasefo. Munko bisa no. Me sorry ane me tuka na ma ba ne fie because me need dwuma bi di. Number 3. Has the South Star Isaac Owusu Bempah given me money to buy what? Fuel. Each period I visited his home. Mumisano. Say, wa mami sikada. Kwaku je fire fuel nako. Mumisano. And for this one, I'll give you the answer. More than enough. Na mibisamo. Enti me timi baby. What friend say me mra ofie. Me bu fuel egu mi ka mo anante all the way to Adringano beyond East Legon. Maba me ko kwaku je na fato fuel egu ka mo ko. We kwano mo me ewiase hu se mo boss waye bone but me nka se waye bone because me hu nyansa ewo mu mpo se emu ase 40 se mo we mpo betimi ay kasa abamonum enu fi hin. And then they are told to me, mo say then I have ever dined and wine in the residence of the self-styled Isaac Owusu Bempah. Like seriously, me. Anybody who knows you will tell me need abonte. Na me need you that. Someone am dey be amoso more cameras e wo mo. I dare you. Mo for one picture mra Kwaku Annan no ne Isaac Owusu Bempah edidi. Been see that. Been see that. Number 5. How many crucial no? How many reports from Global Info Analytics on the 2024 elections are in his possession? Munkobisan. And what exactly did he use that report for? Munkobisan mo boss no say Global Info Analytics for opinion polls for 2024 elections. Munkobisa Isaac Owusu Bempah say report no dodo send e ba no ho na odi ye den Yankopon hu mobo Isaac Owusu Bempah me say we are fake. You are a crook and a fake man of God. Hey, now this of nante ba betimi didi atem no makoi we are fake. We nye Yankopon nipa Ghana for no ever thought, including the government of NDC, President John Dramani. We are fake. Now win him. Share. Iranum. And me need time man and but when me the proper kwem na me ya DB. Show. At the time of election 2024, we switched the high gear. Why? Reverend Bempah, why no him say me no et say nua. Enti sadi we ya wa be ye na anu krai. Enipa entia say Kwaku, when the Bempah want to quote that, Mr. How? Na me bow. At the time the former IGP, what the Bempah ko shemu our ministry's police station. Onope no nima ade okoye. Munko bisa no.